Hello, English speakers from around the world. Yes, yes, I'm referring to you. I'm referring to all of you. All of you are English speakers. Now, because of the world's most wonderful website, verbling.com, you have the chance this hour to use your English and therefore improve your English. And I am here this hour, thanks to verbling.com, to work with you and to help you improve your English. My name is Geoff Watson, and I come from Vancouver, Canada. And this hour, I have a document. I have prepared a document for everybody with what I thought was some interesting information from the internet. I have posted a link to the first part of our document. Now, this is a link to the original document from the website. So that is posted in the verbling.com chat box. We are going to be reading information about citizen scientists or citizen science. This is when scientists ask for help from the general public to be involved in investigating something, or the public works together, members of the public work together to help carry out or do the research for a problem. And with the help of the internet, scientists can involve thousands, tens of thousands of people to help them to do the study or the investigation. Right now, while people are waiting to join the class, I would like to turn on the share screen. Now, what I would like to point out is that in all of the Verbling classes, we ask that people keep their microphone muted, please. And so you just turn it off and on like this, so that your microphone is only on when you are speaking. You can also access your microphone below the small video image. Below your small video image, you can access your microphone button. And that's it. We are going to be reading a document that I will put on the screen share, and you can access the original article or the original document as I post the links to the website. And so we have lots of information to read and talk about this hour. So I would like to just get started and open up the document. And I think, well, I love these kinds of topics. I love science. So I thought that this article was very interesting. And so I hope you do too. And so I'd like to say hello to Ketch. Hello, Ketch.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Welcome. Could you
Hello.
could you please read this first part of the article?
I worry.
I wire. Yes.
That part.
Yes, please.
I wire. You play a game. Scientists map neurons.
And please continue. Great.
Where is it? I can see it.
Oh, okay. Now now you can access this article directly by clicking on the link that I have put in the chat box, but if you can see it on the screen share, you can continue reading. So, Ketch, do you see the
everyone
text?
wins.
Oh, yes, good, thank you.
Okay, everyone wins. You guys should really check out iWire, an online game that helps you map neurons without any knowledge of biology. It's revolutionary neuroscience, harnessing the power of thousands of video gamers to do a job that supercomputers can barely do.
Okay, great. Thank you. Good job with your pronunciation. And then, so what are we talking about here? And right now it's just the two of you. Rimas, are you there? Or
Yes, teacher, welcome.
yes, welcome, welcome. So what is this article about then? What is iWire?
iWire is maybe the network of I.
Okay, no, good. So we are talking about a network, and we're talking about nerve cells or brain cells. These are neurons, are brain cells. Okay, but what
Okay.
about the content here in the text? What does it say about this? Should we continue reading, or do you want to review the information here in this part of the article?
As
Sorry, and anybody can help, not just you, Rimas. If you have a comment, you can make it, of course. And Waid, hello, welcome. Ketch, did you understand what they're talking about? Sorry, is there someone who can point
teacher?
out one of the... Yes, Rimas?
The scientists or scholars are interested in the eyewear, and he understood of making other science, for example, the video or such as thing.
Okay, now so we are talking about scientists. Okay?
Science.
Yeah, and we're talking about video gamers, so people who play video games. And now the idea here is that neuroscience... Sorry, go ahead.
The relation between eyewear and the game video games.
Oh, okay, now hold on a second. iWire is the name of the video game.
Yes.
Yeah, so iWire is an online game, so it's a video game, and the person who wrote this article is saying that you should check it out. Okay, and so it's the video gamers are helping scientists to do a job that supercomputers really can't do very well. Supercomputers can just barely do it, but not very well. So, do people understand the idea here? Can I help you? Can I explain something more?
The benefits of the game iWire is example, teacher.
Sorry?
The benefits of the game iWire.
Yes, the benefits are that it helps scientists.
Yeah.
So good. All right. So let's continue reading, of course. Here's one of the pictures from the screens of the game. So there's a 3D image and a 2D image, and I think the people who play the game are adding in colors. All right, so let's continue to read more about this. Thank you for starting with the explanation. And I'm going to go to Ahmed. Are you there?
Yes, sir.
Yes, hello, Ahmed. If you can speak, you can try and turn your volume up a little bit.
What?
You just, Ahmed, it's very difficult to hear you. Could you please speak loudly or try to turn up your volume?
Okay. Is it
Thank
okay?
you. Yes, that's better. Could you read this text for us, please?
Okay, sure, teacher. iWire is a citizen science game created by Mets
Yeah. Sorry, we say MITs.
MIT's Sebastian uh, is Swang famous for his work on Newton and the book of the same name studies how mapping the nervous systems connection help us define its true function. Uh, Understanding how our nervous system works requires knowing more than how well a neuron a neuron works. We have to understand how they connect to each other to create larger networks.
Okay, great. All right. Now, so there's a lot of information here. And so can somebody point out the information that they understand? Do any of you have questions about the vocabulary here? Let's work together to understand this first part of the article. Just turn on your microphone and say, Geoff, I have a comment, or Geoff, I have a question. Is there someone I can help? I'm hearing an echo in the background. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I can't
So
understand
sorry. Yeah.
I can't understand the sentence. Students who mapping the nervous systems.
Yes.
What's that meaning?
Oh, okay. So, good. That's a good place to start. And I just want to get rid of an echo that I hear. Could people? I don't see where the echo is coming from. If someone needs to perhaps turn off the Verbling page, or they need to use headphones. Sorry, I'm just trying to. Okay, that sounds better. Thank you. So just if people can keep their microphone muted as well, that helps to eliminate the sound that's coming into the classroom. All right, so iWire, first of all, is a citizen science video game. Now, this is a different concept. It's a new concept, okay? But essentially, it's a computer game or a game that's played online. Now, the person who created it is a scientist from MIT. Do people know what MIT is?
Yes, people. It's a
Yeah.
university,
Can you tell me what it is?
Famous university.
Yes. So the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, right?
Yes.
Right. And I don't really personally know the person, Sebastian Seung, but he is well known because he started a project, and he wrote a book. And the name of the project is Connectomy, all right, which is not important. It's just the name of the project in the book. But his project studied and mapped. It created maps about how the nervous system functions and how the nervous system's connections, all the different connections and networks in our nervous system is really important in learning how it works. Could somebody try and repeat what we're talking about? Now, let me just go back to this here. This picture apparently is a nerve cell. It's a neuron. Or sorry, I shouldn't say it's a nerve cell. It's a brain cell. It's a neuron. But it's only one cell. So they're saying that you can't learn about the function of the nervous system by just looking at one cell. You have to look at how all the different cells connect together to form networks. So this is why this scientist, this researcher, has become famous, because he has done some mapping of our body's nervous system and the way it's all connected together. All right. Questions about the idea? Questions about the... Yeah?
Teacher.
Yeah, Matthias? Yeah,
Yeah.
Go ahead, please. Welcome.
Hi. When you talk about mapping,
Good.
what do you mean?
Yeah, creating a map showing all the different pathways and connections.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So,
The nervous system, the neurons,
yes.
in the brain.
Good. Perfect.
With games.
Yes. Okay. Now, what we talked about at the beginning was this is an online game, and the scientists are saying help us, and they're talking to thousands of video gamers, people who play video games, and they're saying you can help us by playing this video game. You will help us map the brain cells, the nervous system. And this is something that we need help from, because supercomputers really can't do it. So they need people to help with this job of mapping all the different connections that are made between the neurons in our nervous system. Yeah, do we understand the idea?
Yeah. With the act implicit, they can
Please continue. Yeah.
build a map.
Yes, great.
And search the areas of the brain.
Yes, great.
About games using what technology?
Yeah, so it's online, and it's an activity, it's a game. It's like solving a puzzle.
Yeah.
And what they ask people, it's like a puzzle. And what they're asking people to do is to follow and color in the images. And this will create a map, will show all the different connections between these nerve cells or these brain cells.
Awesome.
And it's something that we humans can do, but supercomputers cannot do. And so thousands of video game players are helping scientists do this work and creating this map of our own nervous system. So let's continue, and you can see here are brain cells or nerve cells that have all been colored different colors. And I think that people have done this. All right, so let's continue. Let's continue reading here. And what I'd like to do is to go back to Diana. Are you there?
Yeah.
Yes, hi Diana. Welcome. Could you please read this paragraph for us?
Sorry, I don't understand.
Yeah. Please read.
It's about that.
Hello, Diana?
Yes.
Yes. Can you please read the text that is on the screen? Thank you.
Okay, no problem.
In iWire.
In iWire, you thought. Oh, sorry. I can see the picture. I can see the picture.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah. In iWire, just you throw part 5 cubes, clinking color. Yes, is correct.
Yes, color.
was to help the software map the arms on G cells. That's
J.
one of J
J
cells. Cells. Yeah, that's one. Sorry. About is correct.
Above.
About a type of neuron in the retina whose connections are very poorly understood is seriously addictive, and you will be making a real difference in our understanding of the brain.
Okay, good job. Now let me help you with colored. J.
J.
Above.
Above.
So this is a J cell. This one here.
Oh, okay. Okay.
This is one of these brain cells.
It's a
And-
system, no? It's a
I'm
system.
sorry?
It's a system. It's a system.
But it is part of the body. And the
Yeah,
retina
it's brain.
is the back of the eye. It's part of the eye.
Ah, okay.
The
Okay.
eye, the retina on the back of the
Ah.
eye. These are
Okay.
these colored blobs. Blobs
Okay,
are
it is
shapes.
In our eye or in our brain?
Yeah, but it's well, both, because I think the connection between the eye and the brain is very close. So I think the nerve that connects the eye to the brain is very similar to the brain. So yeah, the connection is very similar. Okay, all right. And so what I'm going to do is bring up the document again. And so you're creating a map of the different cells, and it's a type of brain cell that connects the eye to the brain. And right now, it's very poorly understood. So they're saying it's really an addictive game to play. It's a puzzle. It's like a puzzle. And by playing the game, you will actually help make a real difference in our scientific understanding of the brain. Can someone make some comments? Do you understand the idea here? It's like a puzzle.
There is a low signal in the brain.
A low signal?
Yeah, like Wi-Fi.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. So now what we're talking about is the article. So do we understand what's happening here in the article?
No.
Yeah. Oh, okay. No, that's fine, because we have some more
Teacher.
article to read. Remus, can you tell us what's happening here?
What's the difference between drawing and making the network of a brain?
So drawing?
And what's the relation between the drawing and the making network?
Now, but I don't understand by drawing. The first word you're saying.
Coloring.
Coloring. Good.
Coloring.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Coloring.
this is what I understand that people need to do. So what you need to do is, when you're playing the game, you need to look at this gray image and also the 3D image. And what you need to do, this is a puzzle, and what you need to do is you need to see which parts are connected, because this is a network of these neurons, these special types, this special type of neuron or brain cell in the back of the eye. And you color them in to create a map of all of the connections. So this red is the same neuron. And this is a job that supercomputers cannot do. But humans can do it very quickly and accurately. So does that make sense? I'm guessing not, but can someone else help? Catch? Do you have an idea of what's happening?
Yeah,
but,
Yeah, go ahead, please, Catch.
okay. Well, these guys made this program, well, the size game.
Yes, good.
To
program. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, to know how our neurons work.
Good.
So
And good. And
he's
how
doing,
they are connected together. All the different connections.
well, we'll separate different neurons by colors.
Yes, excellent.
For example, if we're thinking about any song or something like that, maybe he used the red color. Or if we're thinking about some places, we use the red one, something like that.
Okay. Now, I don't think it's that. I think you use a color to separate the two. So you have two neurons that are side by side. So you color one yellow and you color the other one green. You color this one purple, this one blue, and the computer, the images have already been taken by the scientists, but the scientists need humans to help them understand the images, to see how all these different brain cells are connected together. So maybe it's like this. Do you know how some children have coloring books? And so there's a picture, and the children use their crayons to color the pictures. And so really this is all you're doing, is you're seeing the pictures of the different brain cells, and you're coloring the ones that are the same.
Teacher,
Yeah.
I have a question.
Yes. Good, Diana. Go ahead, please.
The colors depends on the action. For
No.
example,
Sorry. No. The color depends on it's just one brain cell is colored differently from the others. So all of the brain cells are the same. All of them are the same. It's just that look how complicated the connection is. Can everybody see the complicated connection here? Yeah, so the yellow you see is the same cell. The green that you see is the same cell. The pink one here, it's all the same cell. But people help the scientists color which brain cell is different from the others. Now, let's continue, because this is difficult to understand, and I'm sorry, but we have a couple of other articles. So let's read this. And so what I'd like to do is to say hello to Bill. Bill, are you there? Okay, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Fabian. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Now, Fabian, are you there? Okay, I'm sorry, we cannot hear you. So I wanted to get Matthias. Could you read this for us, please?
Yes. So, why make a game? This kind of pattern recognition is very hard for a computer to do. The human brain is amazingly adept at picking out patterns, far better than ever our most powerful machines. Okay, and so sorry, this is the end of the article. So what we're talking about is it's so hard.
People, yeah, okay. No, but let's move on. Let's move on to the next article. And actually, I think I'm going to move down to the second article, a second example of citizen science. So citizens, just regular people, helping scientists do a study. So let's do something different. Here's another study that everybody is helping with. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy and paste this article, this link into the chat box so that people can access the article. All right, and I'm going to start over again by saying hello to Bill. Bill, are you there? Okay, I'm sorry, we
teacher.
can't. Yes, hello? Catch?
Yeah, can you put the link in the chat, please?
Yes, I did. It's for, the link in the chat is for the article that we're going to read. And Mohammed, I'm sorry, you need to keep your microphone turned off for us, please. And I'll call on you in a minute. So, Mohammed, you need to keep your microphone turned off, please, because there is a lot of noise coming from your microphone. And so, Fabian, are you there? Okay, I'm sorry, but we can barely hear you. Mohammed, hello? Mohammed, hello? Okay, Fabian, again, can you try and talk to us? Now, you need to turn up your volume. We can barely hear you. I'm sorry, Fabian, we cannot hear you. Ketch, could you please go ahead and start this article for us?
Yeah, but I can't because I can see the link on the chat, so
Okay, now do you see it now?
On the screen, yes.
Okay, now I put the link in the chat box twice. Now we are using the Verbling chat box. This is what it has. It's blue and it has Verbling at the top of it. But try and if you can try and read the document from the share screen.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Just a sec. Just count
okay,
the stars to help.
Sorry, I just turned it off. Just give me a second here. I just want to make sure that no, sorry, that's not what I wanted to do. I just want to make sure that people are using the Verbling chat box, because here's the link to the article. Do you see this? Ketch, do you see the Verbling chat box?
No.
Okay, but do you see it in the share screen? This is the Verbling chat box.
Yes.
Okay, so you may need to click on the Verbling classes application on the left. So let's bring up the document again and do your best. Go ahead, please.
Well.
I'm sorry, Ketch. If it's what I'll do is I'll move on. I'm sorry if it's too hard for you. I'm sorry that we weren't able. I wasn't
able to
Count the
stars.
Upload. Yeah. Okay. Go ahead, please, if you can see it.
Okay. Count the stars to help map light pollution in Lancaster.
Good.
That's all that I see.
Yes. Good. Could you please continue now?
Organizers of stars count are asking people to count stars within the constellation of Orion in the southwestern night sky.
Okay, Orion. Yeah, great. And could you read this for us?
The website?
No, I'm sorry. I need to
Campaigners,
move on, Ketch. Yeah. Oh, okay. Sorry. Go ahead, please, Ketch.
campaigners and scientists are looking to recruit Lancaster's amateur star organizer to help them map light pollution during National Star Count Week starting today, Friday 20th January.
Okay. To recruit and stargazers. Okay. And I'm going to show you a picture of the night sky. The big bright stars that you see here, this is the constellation of Orion. And this is the constellation here. He's called the Hunter, Orion. We call him the Hunter. So the 3 stars in his belt and the stars in his arms and legs. So this is the constellation that we see. So what I'd like to do is to move on and ask Matthias, could you read this next bit of text for us, please?
Okay. The campaign to protect rural England and the British Astronomical Association's campaign for dark skies are asking people to take part in the 2012 Star Count Week between Friday 20th and Friday 27th January, when the sky should be at their darkest at the time of the new moon.
Good. Please, could you read this?
Yes. Stargazers will be asked to count the number of stars they can see within the constellation of Orion. The results will help create a 2012 star count map, illustrating how light pollution is affecting the view of the night sky across the UK.
The UK.
UK.
All right. Let me help you with that, and let me help you with stargazers. These are.
How do you mean stargazers?
Yeah. Stargazers are people. To gaze at something means to look at something, and so these are people who like to look up at the stars.
Okay.
All right.
I understand.
Okay.
It's a hobby.
Yes, exactly. All right. Or anybody who. Yes. Sure. Anybody who enjoys looking up at the night sky. The new moon, what is that? Do people know that? What is the new moon?
During 3 days.
Well, sorry.
Moon.
Yeah, no, yes, good. And what is the situation when there is a new moon?
When
the
new moon is Shena, or how do you say Shena? Shining.
Now, a new moon is the opposite of a full moon.
Yeah.
The full moon is when you see the entire moon lit up. So the moon is very bright.
Exactly.
The new moon is when there's no moon at all. When the moon is dark.
Ah, okay.
Okay, great. All right, and I'm going to ask Rimas, could you please read some more of this article?
Yes.
Participants
can choose any night between Friday 20th and Friday 27th January, but the sky must be clear with no haze or clouds, so there is the best chance of seeing stars. It is recommended that observations are made after 7 p.m. so the sky is sufficiently dark.
Sufficiently dark, good.
Sufficiently dark. Organizers are asking.
Sorry, I'm just going to get you to stop there just for a second. And haze. Clouds. Okay, so is there anyone who understands this project? So here we have Orion again.
The project of the Hunter.
Yeah, okay, so this project here, you have 4 very bright stars, and everybody Everybody knows this constellation in the sky. It's very easy to identify with these 3 stars here. And so what are they asking people to do? What is light pollution?
The cities,
Good.
for
It comes
example,
from cities.
Las Vegas,
Yeah,
the city
great
of the
example.
light.
Yeah, it's the worst city on earth for creating light pollution. So light pollution causes many problems, but one thing is it will not allow you to see stars. So what are scientists or astronomers, what are they asking the public to do?
To count the stars without the constellations.
Okay, now to count the stars, yeah, within this area of the sky that we're looking at now. So you have 4 very bright stars, which makes a rectangle, and they're telling people, look up at the sky and count how many stars you see within that rectangle. And what will this tell scientists? We're talking about light pollution. So what will it tell?
Degree,
Yeah, sorry?
the,
Who is this?
the degree
Yeah.
of pollution.
Yeah, light pollution.
Yes.
Yes, good.
After
Because, sorry, go ahead, please.
after counting the constellation of constellation, that is mean the degree of pollution.
Light pollution.
Yes.
Yeah, sorry.
Yes,
Yeah, but yeah.
The
but,
number, the
it's-
number. Yes.
No, but and so how does that work? You are counting the number of stars. So how is that connected with light pollution? Could somebody talk about that?
Perhaps the number of the constellation.
Sorry, it's not the constellation. It's the number of stars that you see.
Yeah.
How is that connected to light pollution? So I'm asking anybody in the class to try and explain that connection.
They mean that the constellation is a pollution light?
No, sorry. No. Light pollution comes from cities, for example. The lights in cities. So,
What's the question?
yeah, so my question is, why do scientists want people to look up at the sky and count the stars? What will they learn from this? Anybody? Because well, let's
don't know, but
yeah. Okay. No, but let's continue reading then.
Wait. The stars,
yeah.
the stars
But
are light in the space, and
Yes.
if you interpose 2 lights, you can't see the stars.
Good. If there are
Because
lights
you
from the
block-
city,
Yeah.
yeah, I have my light here, so we're in Las Vegas. And if there's lots of light shining up at the sky, you can't see any stars.
Mm-hmm.
But what the scientists are saying is they don't like light pollution. And so if there's bad light pollution, you will not be able to see as many stars.
Yeah, I remember in a chapter in The Simpsons
Okay.
when Lisa fight with the proposite to see
To see the stars, right?
Yeah.
So if people count stars and the numbers are low, that means there's lots of light pollution.
Okay.
But if people count lots of stars, they can see lots of stars, that means that the light pollution levels are low. That's good.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the idea.
What?
Yes.
What
Yes.
is the solution to this problem?
Well, no, but that's a separate issue. let's finish reading. Let's finish reading this article first. I don't
Okay.
want to read a lot more, but it's just a short article. So let's continue. And then we can make comments after. That would be great. Shadden, are you there?
Yes.
Could you please read this paragraph? Organizers are asking people.
Okay, organizers are asked to construct the constellation between the southeastern night sky. The main area of the constellation is bounded by four prime stars. The stars count should not include these corner stars. Only the Sweden there is a rectangular boundary, but do include the stars in the middle known as Orion, three stars belt.
Orions,
Clear?
yes. Okay, no, thank you. That was excellent.
Alright.
Just to let you know, it's a little difficult to hear you. If you can try to improve your microphone connection. All right, and so that's
Okay,
what they're, yeah. What she just read is exactly here. You look up at the sky and you find the constellation of Orion. You draw an imaginary box, an imaginary rectangle between the four bright stars, and then you start counting. And your job is to count all the stars you see within that rectangle. And this will help the scientists determine the level of light pollution. Okay, and let's keep going. I wanted to say hello to Geoff. Are you there? Geoff? Okay, we cannot hear you. And so, Bill, are you there? Bill, Carey? And so we still don't hear you. Ermilo, hello, how are you?
Very well, thank you. And you?
Good, thank you. Could you read this paragraph for us, please?
People should make a count of the number of stars seen with the naked eye, not with telescopes or binoculars, and then simply complete the online survey or send in the count the time and date it was made and the location to our address.
And that's it. Okay.
iWire.
Sorry, no,
Inside
sorry, I need to stop you there, Ermilo, because that's a different article. Okay. Any questions about the vocabulary here? You're supposed to use the naked eye to do the counting. Do not use a telescope.
Yes, the naked eye.
Yeah. Do not use binoculars.
Naked eye would be without any kind of glasses or something. Yeah, with the eye as is, natural.
As it is. Yes. So no telescopes or binoculars. All right. And this is the idea. So with the internet and with the scientists, they want people from all over Britain to count. And that will give...
What does the word survey means?
What does the word... Sorry?
Survey?
Survey.
Yeah, survey. Survey.
A survey is when you ask someone a list of questions to determine information.
You complete a formulary with questions.
Exactly. So there's an online survey, so you are answering several questions.
Sure, as a pool form?
Yes. Okay. We also say a questionnaire. When you are surveying people, you usually ask hundreds, if not thousands of people the same questions. And that way you can understand more information. All right. And so let's stop here. There's another game that helps scientists, but let's try and get some comments from people. We're just right now. So the idea is citizen science, and so what people are doing, what scientists are doing, is they are asking thousands of normal people to do something that helps them with research. Okay, so they're involving citizens, involving people in the process of doing the research. And so our first example, if I can just quickly show that, because we've had a lot of, sorry, that's not what I meant to do. We've had a lot of different students. I apologize. I didn't notice how complicated this story was. But in the game, the internet game iWire, people look at images and they color in the images that will create a map of all the different connections made by different brain cells. So that's what thousands of people are doing, and they're helping the scientists by doing that. The other project that I wanted to share was that all over Britain, all over the United Kingdom, everywhere, thousands of people will look up at the sky and they will draw a rectangle between these 4 bright stars, and they will count the number of stars that they see in this area of sky. And after getting the results from thousands and thousands of people, maybe tens of thousands of people, and the people's location where they live, scientists will be able to determine the level of light pollution that is stopping us from seeing the stars in the sky. All right, and now let's just take a quick look at this last project that's called Fold It. And again, it's a puzzle. It's an online game. And so let's read this, and I'm going to put the link to this article in the chat box. And so let's see if we can do this. And so, Ketch, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Do you see the text on the screen now?
Yes.
Okay, could you read it for us, please?
With a title.
Fold It Games.
Folding
Yes,
game
please.
leads to AIDS research breakthrough. Gamers help biochemics understand the structure of a protein that is key to the growth of HIV in about 10 days.
Okay, now let's stop there for a second. Thank you. Great job. In this context, the pronunciation is leads.
Leads.
In English, we say AIDS. We pronounce this as a word, AIDS. And gamers. Who are gamers? So we have gamers, we have biochemists, and we have the disease AIDS. We're talking about the very complicated structure of a protein. This protein is involved with the growth of HIV. HIV is the virus that causes AIDS. All right, so can anybody put those things together? I'll help you, I promise. Okay, not yet. That's fine. So let's keep going here. No, that's great. It's fine. You
Not
guys are
yet.
doing, yeah, you guys are doing a great job. Matthias, could you read this for us, please?
Okay. Folded challenged gamer to predict and design the structure of protein in the hopes of better understanding how they work. In 2008, University of Washington scientists released the game Folded, hoping a sort of critical mass of gamers would mess around with proteins and, in the process, uncover some of their intrigue. We have more than 100,000 types of proteins in our bodies alone. Last year.
Now, yeah, I'm going to get you to stop there just for a second. I'm going to move on just quickly to Rimas. Can you read this for us, Rimas?
Okay. Last year, we checked in on the project's progress, and the principal investigator, Zoran Popovic, said that some 16,000 people worldwide had taken in the challenge. Popovic hoped the initial results his team reported on last year would convince those on the sidelines that scientific discovery games could actually lead to important breakthroughs.
Okay, now we're doing this very quickly, and I apologize, but this is the puzzle that you need to solve. This here is a protein, and proteins fold. They change their shape. So this is a model of a protein. And one of these proteins is very involved with AIDS and HIV. And so it says here that 60,000 people went online and played this game about this protein and how it works. And by playing the game, they were actually able to solve a problem that the scientists had been working on for years in 10 days. They were able to help scientists figure out the structure of a protein in 10 days. And so let me just turn this off. And I understand that if you want to go to the next class, you can now, but I'm going to stay here and help to explain this last thing. Scientists wanted to find out the structure of this very, very complicated protein. Supercomputers did not work. Supercomputers could not help them. And so they said, maybe we can get people to help us. It will turn it into a puzzle, a game, and people can help us solve this problem. And so 60,000 people connected and played this game online to try to predict how this protein would change its shape, and they were able to tell researchers or scientists how this protein worked in 10 days when supercomputers had not solved the problem in the last years. And so this is the idea. With using the internet and getting help from thousands of people, scientists can solve problems in just a few days when these are problems that they cannot solve even with the world's most powerful supercomputers. All right, so if you want to get involved with science, if you want to help scientists with projects, you can do it on the internet. So keep an eye open for these projects. Maybe you can help out a scientist one day and have some fun doing it. All right. Great job, guys. Thank you so much for your participation.
Bye.
Thank you.
Catch, Matthias, Rimas, thank you, you guys.
Thank you very much.
Carmelo and
Sure. I thought that the science was boring.
Okay, well, Yeah.
And
all
he
right.
used the games to
Yeah, they
investigate.
use games to get people to help
Yeah.
with solve these problems because people are so good at puzzles and solving problems. We are still so much better than computers at doing that kind of thing. So
Okay.
great job, guys. I hope to
Thank you.
see you
Bye.
soon.
Bye, teacher.